Artificial intelligence. You hear that phrase, and what comes to mind? Is it some amazing utopian future, or is it something a little darker? It's a huge question, right? Is AI going to be our greatest achievement or our biggest mistake? Well, in this explainer, that's exactly what we're going to dive into.
So really, the whole debate boils down to this one big question. Is AI our friend, our foe, or maybe something else entirely? A partner? We're going to look at all three of these ideas because they each tell a very different story about where we might be headed.
But before we get too ahead of ourselves, let me ask you something. How many times did you use AI today? Seriously, think about it. Did you use maps to get around? Ask your phone for the weather? Did you even just scroll through your social feed? Yep, all of that is AI. See, this isn't some sci-fi thing happening in the distant future. It's already here, woven into pretty much everything we do.
Okay, so let's start with the good stuff, the really optimistic view. The case for AI as our friend, a super powerful helper that's quietly working in the background to make our lives better, safer, the whole 9 yards.
And look, this isn't just theory. We're seeing it happen right now. Take medicine, for example. We've got AI that can help doctors spot diseases like cancer way earlier and more accurately than we ever could before. That's huge. Or what about your bank? That little notification you get about a weird charge on your card? That's AI working in a split second to protect you from fraud. And in schools, it's helping create learning programs tailored just for you, so you can learn at your own speed. It's pretty amazing when you think about it.
All right, but for all that good, there's a flip side, a much darker side that we absolutely cannot ignore. And that brings us to the second big idea, the case for AI as a potential foe.
And these risks are real. I mean, everyone talks about jobs being automated, and that's a big one for sure. But there are sneakier dangers too, like something called algorithmic bias. Imagine an AI is built to help hire people. If it's trained on old company data, where say mostly men had top jobs, the AI might just learn that bias and start discriminating against women, without anyone even intending it to. And then you have the really big, scary stuff, mass surveillance, and that ultimate fear of, what if we lose control of this thing we've built?
And this isn't just stuff for movies. We're talking about some of the smartest people on the planet sounding the alarm here. You've got brilliant minds like the late Stephen Hawking and tech leaders like Elon Musk who have gone on record warning us that if we don't get a handle on this with smart rules and ethics, AI could be a real danger to humanity. That's a heavy warning.
So you've basically got these two camps, right? You've got the voices of concern on one side, hitting the brakes and saying, hey, let's be careful. And then on the other side, you have the voices of hope. These are the scientists and doctors and creators who are full steam ahead, using AI to do incredible things.
And these voices of hope are not just talking, they're doing. They're using AI to speed up scientific research at a mind-blowing pace. They're creating art we've never seen before. And maybe most importantly, they're building tools that actually save lives, from predicting where a hurricane will hit to discovering brand new medicines. It's powerful stuff. But what if friend or foe is just too black and white? Maybe it's not the right way to look at it at all. What if there's a third way, a more interesting path where AI isn't our servant and it's not our enemy, but it's our partner?
Now, this idea of a partner completely changes the game. It's all about collaboration. The vision here is a future where we bring the best of what we do as humans, our creativity, our gut feelings, our sense of right and wrong, and we combine it with what AI does best, crunching insane amounts of data and spotting patterns that are totally invisible to us.
So what does that actually look like? Okay, let's take a massive problem, something like climate change. Step 1, we, the humans, say, okay, this is the goal. We need to reverse this. Step 2, the AI goes to work analyzing just mountains of climate data, more than any human team could ever dream of processing. Then, step 3, we work with the AI to brainstorm solutions. And finally, step 4, we use our human judgment to pick the best path and actually make it happen in the real world. See? It's a partnership, a true team effort.
Okay, let's bring this down from global warming to just you. For a second, just imagine, if you had your own super advanced personal AI partner right now, what's the very first thing you'd ask it to do?
It's really interesting to think about, isn't it? I mean, sure, a lot of us would probably use it to finally get our email inbox under control, or maybe plan an epic vacation, and who could blame us? But what's really cool is that a huge chunk of people would want to aim bigger, to use that amazing tool to tackle a piece of a world problem. It shows you where our ambitions can go.
And all of this really leads to the single most important idea we're going to talk about, and it's this: none of this is inevitable. The future of AI isn't some movie we're all just waiting to see. It's a story that's being written right now.
And guess who's writing that story? We are. You are. Every single one of us is a co-author. The decisions we make, whether we're building this tech or just using it or voting on how it's regulated, all of that determines where this story goes.
And that brings us to the real takeaway here. The question we should be asking isn't what's AI going to do to our future? No, the real question is how are we going to shape AI? It's a huge mental shift. We have to stop being passive spectators and start being active architects. Our choices, our values, that's the thing that matters most.
So that's what I want to leave you with. This one final, very personal question. It doesn't matter if you're a coder or just someone who uses a smartphone. Through the job you do, the stuff you buy, the conversations you have a voice. So how are you going to use it? How will you shape AI?